What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. Welcome back to the AM, guys. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. So, everybody, I wanted to talk about one of my personal mindsets, and it is the get to versus have to mindset. And it is one of my beliefs deep down that I get to do this. And that includes like really crappy things. And so before I go into this, just to jump up and go back a little bit, I want to talk just a little bit about perspective and being able to step outside our shoes and look at the world around us, look at our situations, and look at what is transpiring. And then I'm directly confronted with, well, what do I believe about this? Well, if I can objectively look at the situation around me and remove myself from it and be like, no, this is what's really happening. I can either choose to see things as an opportunity or misfortune, or even threat. Like, oh, this is a threat to what I want to do. And most of the times there's not a threat. And more often than not, it's really not misfortune. It's really an opportunity. So for instance, let me give you an example of this. Let's just say a client calls us up and is like, oh, I'm done doing business with you and done doing all these things and I'm firing you. I'm done. We're quitting. We're ending our contract. And it's like most people would see that as, oh my gosh, this is misfortune versus, wow, okay, what resources was that client taking up? How can I utilize those resources to leverage them in a better way, either towards caring for the customers that we love, because this client didn't really like us anyways, because they're angry with us and we're not sure why. And I can actually now take those resources and leverage them towards a client that loves us, that is going to have a long-term relationship. And see, now all of a sudden, something that was seen as misfortune is now all of a sudden an opportunity to change and improve. Or you're a single or solo shop and it's like, oh no, you got fired by this client. Awesome. Now you've got more time to work on your own stuff. Sure, cash flow may be hurt a little while, but maybe hurt for a little bit. Okay, but that's also why we live small in a lot of ways, right? And so the opportunity there is now to work on your stuff, to improve, to grow. And the other thing about get to versus have to, I've personally found it to be so freeing, because when I believe that I get to, right? When things were hard with my marriage, when things were hard, with my wife, it wasn't oh crap, things are hard. It was like, no, I really get to fight for somebody that I love, and I get to fight for our relationship, and I get to fight for this. And it's an opportunity, and then it's an opportunity to learn. And a lot of this comes back to victimhood or victimology, and where a lot of people believe that just things happen to them. And it's like, no, you're really in control of your life, right? There's a law of probability. It's a law, okay? And it doesn't mean that things that, that are improbable are going to happen to you, but you can choose to play the odds better in your favor over certain things, right? For an example of this is cool. I'm driving home on Saturday night. Where do most of the drunk drivers drive home on Saturday night? The highway. Okay, I'm not going to take highways. I'm going to go on the back ways. Cool. Did you know that there are more fatalities and fatal crashes in the state of Georgia on the weekends than there are any other day? Cool. I might want to drive safer, or make sure I'm on extra guard because it's Saturday, because that's one of the statistics, right? I'm in control of things. And it's really coming back to that belief set that I'm in control and now I get to do this. Oh man, I've got to go and I've got to show up and do work that I don't like doing. Awesome. I get to do this. Cool. I get to do this. I get to show up. I get to refine my skill set. I get to do something that, doesn't really feel good, but you know what? I get to fight. I get to show up, I get to persevere, and then I get to have discipline, and look at all these things I gain from this. And I think oftentimes when we have that have to mentality, it really steals from us, and we lose out more often than not on what life actually wants to give us and what life actually wants to provide to us. And we lose out on those things because like, oh no, I have to do this. And I found that oftentimes this is why most people quit their jobs. This is why most people get divorced. At least, talking to, friends that have, this is why a lot of people have acted the way they have, because they have this have to mentality and it becomes duty, and everybody intrinsically hates duty. We want freedom. But when you get to do things, well, guess who's in charge? And guess who really is free? And the truth is we are to do what we want. I don't have to work a crappy job. I can quit any day of the week. My bills are not holding me hostage. I could do it and even go in debt if I wanted to. May not be the smartest thing, but I could. Anyways, guys, just another tidbit. and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.